Brady and I are going to be playing a matchup here featuring cards from Cosmic Eclipse. I've got Reshiram and Zekrom on my side. Brady's got Dark Box. If you are looking for cards from Cosmic Eclipse, make sure to check out fullgripgames.com. We just got all of the pre-orders sent out, but it's not too late. Make sure to check out the site. If you are looking for cards from Cosmic Eclipse, help support the channel, all my friends who work here. Thank you so much, Visual, for the Twitch Prime sub. You rock. Everybody just remember the Twitch Prime subs this month. All right, Brady, you're going first?
Yep.
All right, best of luck, sir. Got Reshiram and Zekrom in the active. Brady's deck features this new Guzzlord as well. 150 hit points for a basic non-GX is absolutely huge. And then it's got that second attack, which takes bonus prizes. It takes a bonus prize if you take a knockout with it and deals 120 damage. Brady's also hopefully going to be showing off the new red and blue supporter to help accelerate energy and get those Weavile GXs into play. Thank you so much, Natalie, for the 225 bits as well. Appreciate it, Natalie. Wow, we got mods up here on the bit leaderboard this week. Thank you so much, Natalie and Zeely. Visual's got a question. Brady, do you have B-string in your deck at all?
Yeah, there are 3 B strings.
Wow, okay. So that's a pretty cool list. Now, Brady, are we going to be able to show off your Dark Box list in the Discord later, potentially?
Yeah, sure.
All right, sick. So subs to the channel are going to get to see what Brady is working with. In the Discord channel later, we'll get the Dark Box list posted there. And there he is. That's a real one. That's not a proxy, is it?
Yes, this is a real one.
Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Guzzlord coming into play. And what is the stealthy hood for?
For Mimikyu.
Okay.
So you can still Weavile.
That is pretty spicy there.
Yeah.
That is good. The Mimikyu is definitely a very strong card in Malamar lists. They're using Shrine, Spell Tag, Giratina Pings, any way they can to get damage onto Pokemon GX and then turn off those abilities. Stealthy Hood. Also a card we've been seeing in expanded format as well.
Yeah.
Which is super interesting because I didn't really think that it was a card that was going to be seeing play cross formats like that.
Darkrai away.
Darkrai Prism Star, busted card. Also a card that's seeing some play in expanded format in Dark Box. What are we looking for here off the communication, Brady?
Probably going to get another Poiple. I think. Figure my Sneasel's safe because you probably play Great Catcher, not Custom Catcher.
Yeah.
So.
You're correct. And that's a pretty cool thing about this new format is that, your non-GX Pokemon are going to be a little bit safer since you don't really have to worry about custom catchers as much. A lot of decks are going to be cutting custom catchers for Great Catcher.
And I'm going to pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. I've got a pretty explosive start here. I'm kind of wishing that I had just started my Blacephalon GX upon closer inspection. I don't really know what I was doing throwing this Reshiram Zekrom in the active. I kind of just wanted him out there. But we've got Ditto Prism Star. I think I am going to attach an energy to my Reshiram and Zekrom. Bench the Blacephalon GX. I think that seems fine. He's pretty good. And then I don't need a Cherish Ball for anything. We're just going to Day-Day change and discard this hand and go get 6 new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. A good start for us. I mean, we've got plenty of action going on here, but not a ton of... Let's see, not a ton of draw cards. That's fine. We have to put down this Poiple, more or less. I mean, I don't know. tough. I don't have to put down the Poiple, but I think I kind of do. And then I have to save the rest of my cards in my hand for next turn, potentially. So I'm just going to pass to you.
All right.
Yep.
Gonna red and blue.
All right, here comes the new supporter, red and blue.
Let's see. Let's see what the proper order is here for.
And you're going to get to evolve, what, probably into the Weavile?
I think so.
Or are we going for potentially Nag instead?
Yeah, I think I'll get the Weavile.
Sick.
And then we'll discard. The Great Catcher.
Sounds good. Now, if you guys did catch, wow, my top 10 video, I did rate Great Catcher as the top card from Cosmic Eclipse. I think that, Great Catcher is probably, without a doubt, the best card. But it is weirdly balanced. It is a tough card to play. You need to get rid of a lot of resources in your hand in order to, gust up a Pokemon. It's not something you could just do lightly. All right, and then we're going to Cherish Ball for Dedenne GX.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was thinking the other one was prize, so I was going to get the Nag, but here it is.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So you're looking like you're getting a much more explosive start than me. I think I would have been in a better spot had I started the Blacephalon and gotten that Turn 1 Burst GX. It's kind of what he's here for. But I also just want to get, a quick Fabled Flare Bolts. Yeah, that's kind of exciting as well.
Right.
So you've got all this energy on the Weavile. You can move it wherever he wants. What are we hoping for off this Dedenne, Brady?
I was hoping for a Nag GX and an Ultra Beast.
Looks like
But we were just getting the Nag GX with no Ultra Beast.
that'll happen sometimes.
Yes.
Yes. A Lost Thunder Naganado would have been great as well.
Right.
To be able to maybe retreat, charge up, and get into an attacker. Now, your board is pretty jammed.
It is, yes.
Who are we thinking that we're leading with here as far as an attacker goes?
We're probably going to put all the energy on Guzzlord and just kind of hang out until he's ready to come up.
The thing is at least you know that I don't play any custom catchers, so if you do put all of your energy on a non-GX, it is relatively safe. That's kind of a new function or a new interaction.
Right.
In our current standard format, which is interesting.
Let's see. So we are going to move all three here. And then we'll throw this one down on the active, and we'll belt for 10.
See, Brady, did you discard 2 cards for the red and blue?
Do you have to discard 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you had Dedenne,
yeah.
so it didn't matter. All right.
I totally thought it was 1 card. Wow.
All right.
That's way worse than I thought.
So, yes, good catch there
Yeah.
in the chat. But yes, Brady did have to discard 2 before the Dedenne. He had enough cards in his hand to be able to do that, I believe.
I did, yeah.
So it didn't really matter.
Yes.
But thank you guys for the catch. I'm going to draw for turn. And for me, my hand is a little bit jammed. But that's okay. I can at least take a prize with Blacephalon GX. I actually can take a knockout just with the Reshiram and Zekrom. How did this thing get 10 damage? Oh, you belted me?
I belted you.
Ah, dude, what? Chill. I actually think that I'm probably just going to play the Viridian. We're going to Viridian the Lightning away for another Lightning. Just to thin the deck a little bit. And then I'm going to use Pokemon Communication and trade this Poiple into my deck for a Naganadel from Lost Thunder and evolve the Ditto Prism Star. And I could actually just Fabled Flare Bolts for 90. We'll take a prize. better than switching into the Blacephalon at this point. I don't really need to do that. Just going to set up this Reshiram and Zekrom and hope that he kind of is going to be able to carry us. So I'll attach the lightning from hand for turn, use charge up, and bring an energy onto the Naganadel on my bench. And then very small hand, not a lot of draw, but it's fine. We'll Fabled Flare Bolts for 90 and take a prize.
Alright, and I'll draw. We are just going to go ahead and
All right.
attach here.
So Guzzlord getting some action now. Gonna be able to deal 120 damage. And yeah, Cynthia for 6. And what are you hoping to see here off Cynthia, Brady?
Probably another Sneasel to knock out the Weavile. And I don't know, some Ultra Beast to trade away.
That would be great. Some draw cards.
Yeah.
Now, Guzzlord is obviously somebody who said you usually want to be like your secondary attacker.
Right. Okay. I'm going to play the Ultra Space and use it.
Sure. I actually really like Ultra Space being in play. Being this Reshiram and Zekrom deck, it helps me get my Naganadels. I can also get Naganadel GX and use Ultra Conversion, which I really like too, to draw some more cards. And Brady likes it too.
Yep.
Gonna get a Poipole, slap that onto the bench. I mean, you do probably need a Naganadel non-GX at some point, right?
Yeah, but it's prize, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
How many of those do you run?
2, and I've dated the other one away.
Oh.
So we're going to Ultra Conversion away this point.
All right. So we're accelerating with red and blue this game. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a Red Banquet for 120.
Red Banquet?
Yes.
Wow, that's the name of the attack. Huh?
Yeah.
Red Banquet. That is crazy there. I know it's not going to autofocus, but Red Banquets. What it just is that like I don't even know. That's odd. Okay. Cool. So I'll draw for turn. We have got some action going on at this point. I could just take the Guzzlord out of the equation, and I'm going to be able to remove all of the energy from play, which is pretty good. So I'm probably just rocking with that. And yeah, we'll just Ultra Space.
Sure.
I think I can get another Poipole to put onto the bench so that next turn maybe I can get a Nag GX and then start using Ultra Conversion to convert some things away. But I've got a very small hand, so we're just going to accelerate, charge up twice, and we get to Fabled Flare Bolts, the active for 180 damage, discarding these 2 energy.
Sure.
And taking another prize. Cool.
Alright. So I'll draw for turn. I will Ultra Space.
Sure. And that's cool. I really like the Naganadel GX in these decks with Naganadel from Lost Thunder being able to use the Ultra Conversion. It's even cooler with the Guzzlords. You can trade those away now too, if you need to.
Sure.
And I guess I have unlocked your Beast Ring, so that is a thing you could do.
Yeah, actually,
Potentially
I think I'll
get more energy into play this turn.
no B-string.
Sure.
Let's see how many are in here. Not a lot. Okay, that's a.
Not a lot of darkness energy?
Oh no.
How many energy are we talking, Brady?
A critically low amount. We got 2. All right.
All right. So with only 2 energy left in deck, Brady, do you have a route to win at all?
So you got on
130.
No.
I'm thinking that could be a scoop it on the game 2 scenario.
Yeah, I think so.
I think with only 2 energy left in
Yep.
deck, yeah, no lost.
You got this one.
No Lost Thunder Naganadels. I don't think Brady has a way out of this one, so let's scoop it up, go to the next game. Now, only 2 Lost Thunder Naganadels in the deck. It's probably fine. I think we just got a little unlucky.
I think, yeah. That's like I don't know. I can't remember if it was Alex or Zach Kreckler, but whichever one got top 16 at Worlds, that's how many they played.
Oh, okay, with all the B strings in it.
Right.
I think that was Kreckler.
Yeah. I forget which one.
I'm pretty sure that was Kreckler's list. So he obviously did very well with the Dark Box deck at Worlds.
Right.
Played multiple B strings. Only played 2 Naganadels. And did he play the Naganadel GX from Unified Minds? Okay. So that's interesting. And how many Dark Energy does it run?
I have 13, I think.
13.
His was only at 12.
So how many Dark did you prize a ton of Dark there? Or did
No,
you just...
I had some in my hands, so I couldn't use them, so I was just gonna be
okay.
hanging out, yeah.
All right. Just hanging out. Oh man. Cool. All right, we're gonna move on to the next game. Would you like to go first or second, Brady?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Sounds good to me. Now, I think Blacephalon is the optimal leader for this deck in almost every matchup. You just don't really love to have that 3-prizer in the active position, and Blacephalon is someone who can get in there on the first turn of the game and just apply some pressure. It's really makes a big difference for this deck to only have to take, a knockout on a tag team and then a regular GX, and not have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and not have to go in. Okay, yep. I think we're just going to start with that fella. And then got an awesome opening hand, actually. Well, potentially awesome opening hand. It depends on what this acro bike yields. But I do love seeing my Dittos and my Poiples out. Think you're going to see the Naganadels are just such a good card in this format, especially being able to compete with Mewtwo and Mew decks. I mean, if you can, prioritize knocking out their Jirachi GX, a lot of times you can force yourself onto that 3-prize turn, especially with Blacephalon GX. You can use Blacephalon GX to burst GX, and then Great Catcher Great Catcher and bring up the bring up the Jirachi GX on your opponent's side of the field and take a big knockout that way, with Naganadels on the opponent's Mewtwo's and Mews. So that's another cool thing that I have seen in this format. Naganadel seems pretty good. Unfortunately, Naganadel's damage is a little bit short against Malamar, which is, one of the top threats in our standard format as well. Now, Brady, do you think that there's a deck that could use the new card Beastite?
I thought about playing it in this deck, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like it'd be kind of good with the Guzzlord.
Right.
But probably not, no.
Right. I've been thinking about it as well. It's just tough because it ramps damage for the more prizes you've taken, and sometimes, the hardest prizes to take are those first couple.
Right.
So you have to have a strategy where, maybe the first prizes are easy to take, and then, all right, we've got pretty stacked hand here. I do like this. I think I'm going to Ultra Space first, since I am looking for some fire energy off of these acro bikes. I feel like the acro bikes are really good just to help churn through the deck and get you to the welders quicker. So we've got Ultra Space. I guess, actually, yeah, let's just do what we said. Yeah, I'm going to Ultra Space, I think, for this Blacephalon GX. That actually makes the most sense to me, instead of the Poiple. I like that. And we said we wanted to lead with Blacephalon, so we're going to try and do just that. Got the switch in my hand, so let's just Acro Bike twice. Looking for some fire energy. Do not find it there. To Acro Bike again. Discard Great Catcher, Acro Bike again. Alright. I feel like this is not the time to Dede change. Yikes. Discard 2 Welders to Dede change this turn. That, or if I take Mysterious Treasure. I mean, I ain't getting any fire energies to this hand anyway, so yeah, I guess we're gonna Day-Day Change, 2 Welders. Hate to see it, but I think that's just what we got going on. And I don't have any energy in the discard pile. I'm probably just going for the fire. So we're going to switch into Blacephalon and Day-Day Change. Let these guys rip. Discard 6, or discard hand and draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is a better hand, except, I really wish could have seen those welders after the Dedenne, but thus is life. And, yeah, our hand is pretty rock solid here for the next couple of turns. I think I want to put this Poiple down as well. And we're just going to use our Burst GX to discard prize, not an energy. And it's your go.
Okay. So I'm going to start off red and blue. I'll discard my other 2 red and blues. We're going to evolve him.
Yep. Sick. All right, Naganade LGX getting some love here. No Sneasels down turn 1, though.
Nope.
Unfortunate.
I'm going to Ultra Space while I'm in here also.
So what are you thinking off this Ultra Space?
I wanted a Lost Thunder again, though.
Uh-huh.
However, oh no, there is one. Okay.
Is this the 1 in 100 games where they're both prized? I think the odds of prizing like if you have a 2 of card in your deck and you prize both of them, I think the odds are something like 1 in 100. I don't know. Brady, you're the math guy. But I think that's what I've heard anyways.
I'm going to Ultra Conversion.
Sure.
I don't know if I can bench him this game. I feel like you just bring him up, knock him out, skip B-string, and I just lose.
Oh, could be bad.
Yeah. Nah. Oh.
Yo.
Wait, what are you?
YOLO. We're in game 2.
You
Use red and blue.
Pass.
Yeah. All right. Draw. Oh, we got the gas, Brady.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. We're gonna get Naganade LGX here, and we're gonna Cherish Ball. By the gas, I mean I just get to draw cards. That's really that's the gas. All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna Ultra Space while I'm in here and get myself a Naganade L from Lost Thunder 2. Onto the bench. Whoop. And then we are gonna use, I think, yeah, we're just going to use Ultra Conversion to discard Naganade LGX, draw 3 cards. Cool. And that is probably about it. All right, so by the gas, yeah, I mean, I guess I have, it's more like a very chill, relaxed turn where I just charge up and, I am not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to attach an energy to my Reshiram and Zekrom. And I actually want to keep the Ultra Space in play. We're just going to use Bursting Burn to deal 20, and you're confused. And you're cured of your burn.
That's wonderful. Just gonna attach here.
Sure.
And then Cynthia.
Excellent. Still desperately need a Sneasel in play.
Yeah. That'd be great.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that has traditionally been one of the hardest things to do with Dark Box. Now, do you think Dark Box at all could use the new Professor Oak setup?
It could. You could play like both different types of Sneasel. That'd be pretty cool.
Right. You could play the Water Sneasel, the
And
Dark
Poiple.
Sneasel, and Poiples.
Right. That'd be
Pretty
good.
busted, right?
Yeah.
So you could use Professor Oak's setup. I think I do like, like the idea of it, though it is a little bit slow. I think Dark Box, is a little bit slow as an archetype altogether.
Now Ultra Space.
Sure. 6. So we do have the Sneasel. Now, if I get enough energy on my Reshirom, I mean, we could Crossbreak GX. I've actually already versed GX. Sorry. Crossbreak GX is not an attack that I have used yet. And I'm not a big fan of the Ends Resolve in this deck. I've tried it. I always end up just discarding all the good stuff, and then it's just such a it's like worse than Rayquaza GX's ability to discard 3, accelerate. You know, at least with Rayquaza GX, it's a calculated risk because you could have energy in the discard pile and you're guaranteed that energy acceleration. Whereas with Ends Resolve, you just kind of winging and hoping that, you know, you hit some energy. Unless you build the deck to have, like, I guess, like 20 energy in it, which I suppose is the only way to do it. Because you just Dedenne and Ends Resolve a bunch, and then you discard your entire deck, you know, and I guess you're just playing Reshirams and Dedennes at that point, right?
Right. I'll pass.
Okay. Draw. And we will Ultra Space again, I believe, and we're going to get Naganadel from Lost Thunder. So I think we're just going to Ultra Convert once here. I don't want to get 2 Ultra Conversion guys into play. I think our ideal board state is to have 2 Lost Thunder Naganadel. So we're going to Ultra Convert Naganadel GX and draw 3 cards. Did not find our Welder yet or a switch card. So that's chill. We can probably take a knockout with Blacephalon though. So we're going to use Mysterious Treasure to discard Fire Energy. And I think just go get ourselves another Naganadel out of the deck. And then I do have Viridian. At this point, my hand is pretty stacked with stuff. So I think I can afford to just bump your Stadium. And we're going to Viridian away a Fire Energy to get a second one into the discard pile for another Fire Energy. And I'm going to be able to charge up 2 Fire Energies onto my bench, Naganadels. Manually attach to the active. Charge up twice. And Blacephalon, you know, can just do its thing. I don't really need to risk it with the Reshiram and Zekrom out in the active. It's going to be able to discard 3 fires, or Lost Zone 3 fires. Now, we do have to be careful about that, because we are Lost Zoning them. Now, what threats do you have on the bench? You've got Umbreon and Darkrai, potentially, who could theoretically... How many cards are in your hand, Brady?
I have 6 cards.
6 cards in the hand. So, that dude can theoretically make me have no trainers next turn, I guess, right? Yeah, with a red and blue, a charge up, yeah. And then you would knock out my Blacephalon, which would be like huge re as well. But I think that's probably okay. I don't really have too many other options, so we are going to get rid of 1, 2, and 3.
Sure.
Yeah, and then if you knock out the active, that's fine, because it'll go to the discard pile, and my duders will be able to charge that up. Mind blown.
Alright. So I'm going to start with a Cherish Ball.
So what do you think, Brady? Are we going to be able to pull off the knockout with Umbreon Darkrai this turn?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Well, I have a Beast Ring in hand. So.
Oh, it's just a matter of how we're going to do it.
It's just a matter of who I'm going to knock out. Right?
Oh, who you're going to knock out? You're telling me you got access to my Reshiram on the bench as well?
I do not, but that's what I'm going to try and find.
Oh, okay. That would be pretty,
Alright, so we're failing the Cherish Ball.
pretty sick.
Let's see. Actually.
You can use the Viridian first? Okay.
And then Ultra Space.
Sure. Be pretty sad if you get 6 energy and great catcher up my Reshiram and GX it. That would be highly unfortunate.
Yeah, I think I'll get him out.
Sure.
And that. B-string.
Oh, he about to do it.
Attach, return, and then something.
Okay. So we got, what, 2 dark energies on Guzzlord there?
Yeah.
Sick. So yeah, I really like the way Guzzlord is wearing those dark energies. He's just got them all over his face. Alright, draw for 6. You're looking for Great Catcher, right?
Right. Okay, we're going to Ultra Conversion.
Oof. And the Ultra Conversion, still digging. Do we have a Great Catcher?
No.
Alright.
Let's see. Alright, well, I'll charge up.
So it's minorly. I guess, like, you still prevent me, even if you stop me from using trainers, you know, you do prevent me, I think. Well, actually, no, not quite. Maybe not. I don't know. It could be possible. I think. I don't know. No, I don't think it is. I don't have any lightning in the discard pile, so Tapu Koko can't, like, boost it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll... 6 on the active.
Sure. So we're going to use Weavile GX, Darkness Navigation, put 6 energy onto the Umbreon and Darkrai.
Just move this over there.
Sure.
Yeah, then I'll Dark Moon GX.
Yep. So no trainers for me next turn, right?
Right.
And you take your knockout.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I've already used my GX. It's fine. This guy hits for like 150. It's chill. No trainers. All right. Unfortunate. I think I kind of need to put... I mean, but then if I get hit... I only have 3 prizes remaining. We're chilling. All right. Yeah, we put this thing in the active. I don't think you can knock this thing out. Next turn. No. No way. No way, Brady. No way. Okay. So... we are going to... I can't. No trainers, Andrew. That is fine. We're going to use Ultra Conversion. First of all, we're going to use Ultra Space. I can do that.
Yep.
Which is cool. And we're going to get a Naganadel from Lost Thunder out of the deck. And then we're going to use Ultra Conversion, discard that, draw 3 cards. Cool. And we do have a Lightning here. And we get to charge just the 1 fire energy that I have in the discard pile. And I think it is not correct to bench anything. You can't really gust up these Naganadels. I can hit for 90 and then gust potentially next turn. So I think I am just going to hit for 90, leave my bench space open in case I can utilize this Tapu Koko for some Stardall next turn.
Alright, so I think we're gonna Ultra Space.
Sure.
That's Poikle.
And then you can at least Ultra Conversion.
Right.
Now, what route do you potentially have here, Brady?
I'm going to retreat into the Guzzlord and hope you cannot bring up the Umbreon Darkrai next turn.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
Now, is your list running any reset stamp right now?
Nope.
I was thinking that was probably a nah, yeah.
Ultra Conversion. Alright, I got second Weavile. Not
Cool.
sure that really matters a whole lot, but
Cool,
you never
though.
know. Yeah, right,
Yep.
right. into the Guzzlord. Charging up. Move these here.
Yep.
Boom here. You can't knock that guy out. Oh, if he dies, it doesn't. The game's over.
Right.
Oh, actually, you gotta move one here. Yes.
There we go.
Right. And then I'll do the 120 attack.
Yep. Is red
Red
something,
something.
right?
Red Banquet.
Red Banquet. Very scary attack from Guzzlord there. All right. I'm pretty sure we can cook this up. Let's Ultra Conversion to draw 3 cards. And we get to Welder 2 energies onto the bench Naganadel and draw 3 cards. And weirdly enough, I actually am just barely there. We get to charge up once too. Yep. So we can Great Catcher, discard 2, bring up your Umbreon Darkrai, and then Fabled Flare Bolts for 280, right?
Yep.
270. 270. Math is hard. Yeah, very good. That'll be game. All right, game, set, match. Reshiram, pretty good at taking one-hit knockouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think after getting some games in with the Dark Box deck? Is there any alterations you think you make, Brady?
I don't know. I don't really know. I think this deck is just destined to be inconsistent. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's still a lot of moving pieces. The red and blue is cool,
Right.
but I'm not sure if it solves like the main crux of the issue,
Just finding a Sneasel.
which is finding Sneasel.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe we try building the deck with Professor Oak's setup. I think that's a possibility, but and even then, like, you got to worry about faster, more aggressive decks,
Right.
just kind of running you off the table, especially since you do run some big tag team Pokemon and like targets that can be taken down in the first couple of turns by decks like Mewtwo, Reshizard, and Pikarom, and now Reshiram as well. So, anyways, good series.
Yes.
We will be right back. Thank you guys all for being here. Hang tight, and we'll be back with some different decks in just a moment.